Welcome, everybody, to the Good Dumb Fun Show.
What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm even better than normal, and you know why?
Yeah.
We have
sorry. Sorry. Hold on. No. Why? Please tell me.
Because we have our first guest appearance on the show.
Our first guest.
Welcome.
Give it up.
Thank you.
Welcome.
You. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, thank you. So,
now, Josh, you may not be familiar with our guest.
Yeah, can you introduce her, if you wouldn't mind?
No, you go ahead. I know you have something written down.
So this is what was your name again?
Sam.
Sam, I am Sam. No, this is my lovely wife, and she
arguably
is
the better of the two Hortons.
Yeah, the it's not even arguable at this point. And she is sitting in for reasons that will reveal themselves in a moment.
I'm sure it's
as our first guest.
Yeah.
If you can't tell by looking at her, and for those listening,
hey, you want to know a really sad fact?
We'll tell you in a minute. What?
I forgot to turn the front camera on.
Wow. Well, is it too late to do that?
No, I'll fix it in post.
Okay.
I'll fix it in post.
Patrick is a goofy goober. Womp womp.
I didn't know it was amateur hour, but
Still
that's okay.
It's fixed.
We're just gonna keep rolling.
Yeah, we'll keep going. We're good.
Yeah, it's just like real life, you know. It goes on. Anyway, for those of you watching, we look a little different today. And for those of you listening, we are dressed to the nines, as they say.
Yeah, some serious business going on
because
today.
We have some matters to attend to, and we needed an official person here to, let's just say, judge between us. Yeah. But before we get into all that, we can just kind of catch up real quick like we normally do. How was your week?
Brother.
That bad, huh?
I'm tired, boss. So, without ousting, everything that happened during my week, between work was just busy, but then also not only dealing with Good Dumb Fun, but dealing with a potential new venture. I was like, this new venture. I was like, man, I love these guys, but this is not for me.
Yeah, Patrick's venturing into
I'm like
mercenary producing.
Yeah, I'm a guy on Fiverr.
Producer for hire, except he's not being paid.
So, no, it was good. It was a standard week, just busy. How about you?
It's been good. Busy week, but we're getting through kind of busy season in work, and we're making it. We're making it. And Courtney's been along for the ride, and all the personal stuff I've been referencing, legal stuff we can't talk about. But
that's not true at all.
But no, it's good. I think things are moving good. How was your week? Our first guest.
Yeah, thanks. I kind of feel like if I'm the special guest here, maybe I should have gone first.
That's probably true.
Other than sick kids, the absolute chaos of moving with small kids and starting the school year, I think it's been great.
Yeah. Well,
awesome.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Your Honor.
No, it's okay.
In case you don't know what our topic is today.
Yeah. Well, it's on the title.
It's also on, she's also dressed in a very specific way.
Yeah, judge's robes. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and spoil it.
No, this is just my Friday attire.
Yeah, that's what you have to wear that, don't you, as a lawyer?
With the wig.
Yeah. Why didn't you bring your wig?
Well, I didn't.
Is it true that every bar attorney gets a wig when they pass the bar?
That's the day you get admitted.
I thought so.
They can only wear the wigs when someone is going to be potentially sentenced to death.
Oh, okay.
So any other case, it's like it's okay, but when death is on the table.
So the wigs.
So maybe she should have brought it.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen today, but the wigs are for the courtroom, not for the Good Dumb Fun Show, I guess.
Yeah. We'll get our own.
Anyway,
we'll make them themed colors.
Another reason that this week is exciting, and today in particular, and I'm so glad you're here for this. Courtney and I went on our first date 10 years ago today.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I know.
Yeah.
And his life has only gotten better.
Exponentially. Day by day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's also a crazy coincidence.
I know.
That this worked out that way.
Yeah, so...
this is a great date. I'm glad I could be a part.
Yeah, not the day this publishes, but the day we're recording. 10 years ago today. And her life, well, I'll let her speak to that. But my life has gotten exponentially better. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had. So I feel like we got a lot on the docket today. No pun intended, right? But We do have some mailbag stuff. So,
really?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
cool.
these comments, which come primarily from YouTube, Instagram, SpeakPipe, and gooddumbfunshow@gmail.com, were from the last college football episode we did. So college football part 2. We got a message from Skip Talmadge, and he informed us. He said, War Eagle heading to Waco, Texas for the big show Friday night, Auburn at Baylor, which the day we're recording, that's tonight.
Oh, very cool.
Maybe we'll see Skip
have
on.
fun, Skip.
Yeah. Stay off the field.
Yeah, maybe we'll see him on
Keep your clothes on.
he's getting hauled away.
Yeah. He also wanted to know why he got bleeped.
Okay, brother.
He knows why.
I think you know. You typed the comment. What do you mean, why did I get bleeped? Which comment do you think we would bleep? I'm glad we don't have to bleep another one.
Yeah, I almost said it
I may
again,
bleep it anyways.
Yeah. And then Sterling wrote in, and he texted me, but I asked him, can I use this as a comment? And he said yes.
Okay.
So Sterling writes in, I have 2 rivalry games you've never heard of that are pretty cool. Both started in 1895. So these are old rivalry games.
They were playing football back then?
Football started in 1869. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, Rutgers.
Patrick, if you have any just obscure fact related to football that you need to know, just ask Josh about it. He will not remember most important detail, but he will remember the ins and outs of college football.
What I've discovered recently in talking with, being locked in a room with people talking about football, is that apparently more important than knowing how the game works is I should know every head coach of every team so that I can talk about how good or bad they are.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what fuels the hatred, right? You got to know these. You have to know the object of your hatred.
Okay.
Yeah. And I want it on record.
I'm working on it.
I want it on record, which it is because this mic's on, that I remembered our dating anniversary.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not just football stuff. Also, I have like 4 shirts that say 1869 on them.
Okay.
So that's how I remember that.
Well, now I know.
But so Sterling says the first one is actually in his hometown. They had what's called the Black Hills Brawl. He's from South Dakota. Okay. And it's between Black Hills State and South Dakota School of the Mines, which who knew they'd have a football team? Yeah. He said it's been played 139 times, but weirdly enough, I didn't know about it until a few years ago. So it's not a huge deal, but it's a crazy run. That was what he said. The second, and I thought this was interesting, it's the Battle of the Ravine, and this is somewhere in Arkansas. It's Henderson State, and I meant to look up the pronunciation of this. I want to say Washita Baptist.
Okay.
Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Although it started in 1895, it's only been played 97 times. The crazy thing is that the 2 schools and stadiums are right across the street from each other.
That's like a sitcom.
Yeah, so no matter who is home, the other walks from their own locker room. And I looked this up on Google Maps. They're literally right across the street from each other. There was no need to build 2 stadiums.
Yeah.
Is it split by the ravine?
It's a street. I couldn't find a ravine on Google Maps. I don't know why they call it that. There's probably a ravine somewhere, but literally right across the street from each other.
Proverbial ravine.
They could have shared a stadium, and it could have been fine.
But they hate each other that much.
They had 2 separate stadiums.
They had to build their own stadium.
And he said, I've never been, but your episode today, referencing College Football Part 2, has inspired me to plan a trip to Central Arkansas this November to watch it live.
Wow, you guys are out here doing real work.
We're out here inspiring folks.
Brother, I don't know if you want to do that. I don't know.
Well, he lives in Arkansas.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. I thought he was like in North Carolina or something. He's like, let me travel 18 hours to go check out these 2 schools.
No, this will be like an afternoon trip for him.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, have fun.
But yeah, have fun, Sterling. That's awesome. And let us know how it goes. Report back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good dumb fun on the ground.
Let us know fun news report.
Yeah, let us know what it's like watching That's crazy though that they walk they don't even have visitor locker rooms that they're using. I'm sure there are visiting locker rooms, but the other team they're like, we'll just walk back to ours. They're nicer. They don't have all these dumb logos and your colors on them.
Hey, if it's that close, that's like walking. That's like walking to a neighbor's house across the street. And you're like.
Yeah, I need to go to the restroom. I'm just gonna go home.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, you're like, I'm just gonna. Yeah. I'll be back in a little bit.
I'll come back. But yeah, if you hate each other enough to build separate stadiums,
that's crazy.
Then it makes sense that
don't
you'd want to
stadiums
use...
cost like what, hundreds of? Well, maybe not hundreds of millions, but
no,
really?
probably.
Oh,
even,
okay.
Even like just like your standard bleacher stadium, like the field alone is a crazy cost, especially if you install turf. Like installing turf or manicuring grass, like all this stuff is going to cost a lot of money. And the stadiums, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, even for a small stadium like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But hey,
have fun.
The hatred is real.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know how that goes. Also, shout out to Sterling, because he reached out to me a few weeks ago and asked, can I mail something physically to Good Dumb Fun Studios? And I trust him, so I gave my address. And he sent something. His only stipulation was that we had to open it on the show.
Okay.
So I don't know what it is.
So we could all be dead.
Yeah, hopefully it's not like a anthrax envelope or whatever. But just to show, like, no, I probably shouldn't show our address or his. Go ahead and blur that one out.
All right, we'll fix that in post.
Yeah, just blur that out.
We're just showing it again.
Yeah,
it's all good. I'm gonna. There's this whole bottom of the screen is just gonna be blurred.
Just put a big black box on it.
Yeah, I can fix that.
So we're opening it. Let's see what it is. Okay, there's a
handwritten note.
Yep. Okay.
Did he cut up a bunch of stamps to make it?
Josh and Patrick, here is some Good Dumb Fun for you. I found this at Goodwill and thought about you too. I'm sorry, it's probably too small for either of you to wear. I have added a Hot Wheel for Josh's boys and a dog treat for Patrick's dog,
nice.
Sterling. That's so nice. Let's see what it is.
That is so thoughtful. The dogs too. I mean,
he's the best. Okay, here's
There's a singular.
So here's a singular milk bone for your dog in a gallon Ziploc bag.
That is so funny. I'm not gonna open it though. I might frame it somewhere.
Oh.
Do dogs go bad?
That's
a little
perfect.
mail truck. No, it'd be fine.
Oh, okay, good.
A little mail truck, UMS, official government business. United
That's awesome.
Mail Service. Oh, the boys will love this. Thank
and
you,
for
Sterling.
a little bit of context that probably nobody needs, our oldest for a hot minute there, and particularly when Sterling lived here with, like in the same town, our oldest was obsessed with the mail truck. He thought the mail truck was so cool. Like I think just in his mind, this carrier that he could see all the time that gets to put stuff in mailboxes, he thought was awesome. So Sterling has apparently remembered that, and it'll make Lincoln's whole year, cool. Honestly, probably that Sterling remembered.
Yeah,
that's
he's the
awesome.
best. Okay, so we have a shirt with a QR code on it that says "Scan me if you dare." Unfortunately,
I might have to blur that too. We'll scan it after this.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And,
unfortunately, we use our phones to record this, so we can't scan it right now. But we will do so after recording and report back. Thank you, Sterling.
Thank you, Sterling.
Thank you for thinking of us. Thank you for sending all this. And
I really want to know what that goes to.
I know. Yeah. If we had a spare phone, we'd check it right now.
We'll find out real quick.
Yeah. If it's appropriate, we'll post it on the socials. Follow us at Good Dumb Fun. Anyway. Thanks, everybody. Shall we get into it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Patrick, today's episode was your idea.
Yeah.
Go ahead and set up what we're doing today.
So there are issues in society that I think don't get punished hard enough. And so we need to be the example. So we need to, they say you need to advocate for what you believe in. So we're going to advocate for what we believe in today. You may not agree with me, you may not, but we have our legal decider. Anything that is decided by her is official law after this episode.
Yeah.
So.
And just for context,
no pressure, by the way.
My wife here is a BART attorney, and so while me and Patrick have to say we are legally not experts,
yeah, that's true.
She legally is.
Yeah, legally, like disclaimer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are not experts.
Yeah.
However,
everything she says
we have a local expert.
Is law.
Yeah.
So that's how it works, right?
It's close.
Okay. Anyway, so to start off, while we have our judge here, Patrick wanted us to basically bring a petty grievance that he just detailed to the light, and we are going to state the crime. Is this basically like if we were a dictator, what laws would we institute?
Well, the first later
like crime and punishment.
As of right now, the cases we're going to bring to the judge is going to be cases that need to be settled.
Okay.
We have to reach it. We have to have a legal verdict.
Okay, so
on
we
what
are.
should be done to.
So we're like prosecutors,
Essentially,
trying to punish people for a crime.
Mine is
of our choosing. Okay. Okay. So
mine is for sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can go ahead and get started. And actually, before we get started, Judge, this is for you.
Oh.
Just a little something to sweeten the pot.
I was supposed to say, I feel like my conviction's not going to go as
Just a little something
as I planned.
Well, I did want to disclose we have a slight conflict of interest.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
a little bit.
I am married.
Yeah.
That could help you though.
But yeah. I think my case is ironclad. Sure. I want to say I feel like if I had 10 attorneys in this room right now, all 10 would say yes.
It'd be like
what you're saying is true.
Like 7 out of 10 dentists recommend this toothpaste. Yours is like 10 out of 10 lawyers.
10 out of 10 lawyers are going to say we should execute this person.
Okay. Well, I guess, are you guys ready to get started?
Yeah, let's go for it.
I think so. So we start with the national anthem, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to sing
or the pledge.
Or the pledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Courtney is going to lay down the law for us and let us know how this is going to go.
Okay.
Okay, so we only have 2 cases on the docket for today.
Okay.
Okay. There's the stolen protein shake case, and then there is failing to return a shopping cart. So let's call our case first, the stolen protein shake. And Patrick, you are presenting this case on behalf of the government, so we're going to hear from you first. Josh, you'll have an opportunity once he is done to defend, and then Patrick, you will have the last word for this particular case. All right?
All right. I'm not going to lie. She started talking, and I just got really nervous. Like, out of nowhere, I was just like, I stiffened a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, this is serious. Which it is serious.
Yeah.
What I'm about to say is serious. Am I on a time limit, or am I just, it's pretty succinct.
Just
the
go
story's
for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going
just
to
go
go
for
for
it.
it. So, Your Honor, I just want to say that criminals should be punished. Would you agree?
Yes.
Breaking the law, do we agree that there should be consequences for breaking the law?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we're working on the same foundation. So, I was living with an individual at the time in which we both engaged in exercising activities throughout the week. As part of this exercise regiment, we acquired from separate accounts. So I would acquire protein shakes for myself, and he would acquire protein shakes for himself.
And were you spending money on these protein shakes? Okay.
We were each spending our own money on these protein shakes, and they were clearly identifiably different. They were different shapes, they were different brands, they were different amounts. We kept them in the same boxes, separated from each other. So we
in the
knew,
same refrigerator?
No.
Okay.
No, they were on separate counters. They weren't in the refrigerator, but they were on separate counters. And so on this particular day of this incident that occurred, I had one protein shake left in my box. That was at the very back of the box. So I go to my exercising activities, and then I proceed to look for my protein shake, and to my horror, the shake was gone.
But the box remained.
The box remained. The box remained. The shake was gone. I look over. I look for my acquaintances at the time. I won't dare call them a friend. Not anymore.
Not after this.
They had a surplus of shakes left in the box. And so naturally, with only the two
Objection,
of us...
Your Honor. Hearsay. I've always wanted to say that. Sorry, go on. I don't even know what that means.
It's an out-of-court statement.
So the...
I don't know what that means either.
The only people who had access to these protein shakes were me and this individual. So this individual comes home later that evening, and I proceed to confront the individual, and I say, hey, did you happen to take one of my protein shakes, benefit of the doubt by accident? Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe they were really tired. And they told me, no, I did not take your protein shake. And I go,
Case closed.
Well, I'm thinking that's odd, because we're the only two individuals that have access to these protein shakes. Was there a unknown third party that entered the premises without my knowledge?
Sure, I think that's a fair question.
And they said, no. I said, okay, that's very strange. And so I let the matter drop. I said, maybe I drank it and forgot, and just in the busyness of life maybe self-incriminating there for a little bit. However,
I'm using that.
I have undeniable proof that the accused not only drank the shake, but attempted to hide the evidence while I was cleaning the premises in a trash can located away from the area where the protein shakes were stored. The container was in the trash can, emptied of all its contents.
Was this trash can located in an area that you had access to? A common
area, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Common to the
premises,
occupants?
Yes.
Or common to the public?
Common to the occupants, not to the public.
And Patrick, I believe you have a recommended sentence as well. So let's go ahead and hear that now.
Life in prison.
Life in prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without the possibility of parole.
That was my next question.
That's what I'm pushing for.
Okay. Yeah. Life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Yeah.
For stealing the protein shake.
Yes.
Okay. Josh, I'd like to hear your defense.
Your Honor, this is a hatchet job, obviously. Patrick, you did a really good job, by the way.
Hey,
that story was compelling.
It should be. I bet you feel upset for defending this person right now.
Well, as a government-appointed public defender, I have to. Everyone has a right to an attorney. That happened to be me today. So my first question is, how many occupants were living in this space at the time?
2.
Well, Your Honor, including you?
Yeah.
Okay. Who else had access to this space via lock and key?
As far as I'm aware, just me and the occupant. However, there have been, on occasion, other people who are aware of a spare key to enter the premises.
Okay. So, countless, numerous individuals could have been, had they known about the spare key, in the place of residence at any given time.
Potentially.
Okay. Well, I think we see where this is going.
But, Your Honor, we also have to think of the, potential reasons for the crime, because as a protein shake being a very specific beverage, only people who are attempting to gain muscle for purposes.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay. I had a protein shake this morning, and I haven't exercised since COVID.
You know what?
So,
all right. That's a fair argument.
Yeah,
that's
you're
a fair
welcome.
argument.
Okay. Next question would be, what would be the motive? Why would that person drink
Gains.
your shake when you said they had plenty of their own?
Hatred.
Hatred? They hate you?
I think so.
Or they hate their protein shakes?
I think they hate me specifically.
Okay. And so, well,
I think there was malice involved.
Okay,
I think there was premeditation.
You think they did it to hurt you?
I think there was, yeah. I think so. I think this was a deliberate decision. This was not an accident. The shakes were not close together. There was not an intermingling of flavors. I think that this was a deliberate, intentive decision. And also badgering the witness.
Ma'am, if you would let the lawyer speak for a moment.
Your Honor, yes, I am. Not only am I the prosecutor, but I am also the victim.
Okay.
I didn't think about that when I was drafting my prosecution.
And I'll just be honest, I took a very different approach to this whenever mine comes up. Sorry, Your Honor. Okay, what flavor was your protein shake?
Chocolate.
What flavor were?
Vanilla.
Okay, well, obviously, any ordinary reasonable person would have done the same thing in the same circumstances. So I think this is case closed. Go ahead.
What?
Why would you not take the chocolate one if all you had was vanilla?
Because you know it's not yours.
Do
you walk into a grocery store, fill your cart, and walk out without paying?
No.
Do you steal somebody else's cart that has their groceries that they paid for?
What'd they get? I'm just kidding. I think I've made my case. I'll let this one rest.
Okay, Patrick, I did tell you that you get to finish. Is there any rebuttal that you feel you need?
No rebuttals, Your Honor. I think that just I would like to, not only for the damage that was done to the victim, which was extensive, the damage also just to public safety and the endangerment of others and just the heinousness of the crime and the premeditation. I would like to push for the maximum sentence, which is life without parole.
Are you open to reduced sentencing with reparations?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he'll buy the protein shakes, I'll let it go.
I was going to say no prison
I'll drop
time.
the charges.
No prison time. Replenish protein shake.
I think it's too late for that now. I think we've already gone past that point. But yeah, sure.
Okay. Well,
we can do takesies backsies, I think.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to the defendant and see what we can do.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Okay. It seems the parties are going to reach an agreement outside of court.
Oh, okay.
And so for today, we're going to stay the proceedings. We'll have to pick back up with it next week if the defendant declines this very generous offer.
She's trying so hard to make this professional.
All right, case closed.
All right. How'd we do, Your Honor?
That was okay. You guys did okay. There were some obvious flaws that I thought, Josh, that you were going to attack in the story.
I should have brought a pen, to be honest, because I forgot most of what he said.
I had a lot of questions. I mean, how do we know that Patrick wasn't the one that drank the protein shake?
That's what he said.
Do you really remember? I know, but what are you testing? You're testing
you're
credibility
right.
of your witness. Does he really
dig in,
remember every single shake that he's had? What if he drank it thinking, I'm going to get another protein shake? Why would he drink your protein shake when he's got a bunch? Why would
Fair question.
Why would he drink it and then not truly hide the evidence? What if that bottle you found was from one of your earlier consumed protein shakes?
Ooh, good question.
Now that the case is over,
she's good.
50-50 chance that's what happened.
But you guys did great. Okay.
We got an okay.
Yeah, not bad.
That's a win.
Well, so if I know anything about
she didn't roll her eyes or slam her head into the desk.
She was about to at the end there. She was like, when is this going to be over? If I know anything, she likes a compelling story. Okay. And I think you did a good job telling a compelling story.
Okay.
I took a different approach.
Okay.
So mine is less of a prosecution and more of a statement of public concern that I think needs to be addressed.
Okay.
I'm introducing into law a new crime and punishment.
Okay.
So this isn't about any one particular person. This is about something.
You're lobbying.
This is about something I see far too often that needs to be addressed.
Okay.
So,
all right. I think you had mentioned the second case on the docket is failing to return the shopping cart.
That's right, Your Honor. Thank you. So what I am suggesting here is that, you go to a grocery store. You go to your local Walmart, not a sponsor. You go to any place that has a large parking lot, shopping carts, cart corrals. Might I add an abundance of cart corrals. And yet every single time you go to one of these places, there's shopping carts just left in the middle of the parking lot, sometimes within meters.
Meters?
Yeah, you're right. Yards.
We did a whole This Is America.
I know. After I said it, I'm like, that didn't feel right. Sometimes within just mere breaths. Thank you. Of a cart corral.
Okay.
And yet people just do not return their shopping carts. There have been places that have required monetary payment to retrieve a shopping cart. You put your quarter in, you get your cart, you get your quarter back when you put it back. There have been places that have put emergency brakes on shopping carts to make sure they don't leave the parking lot, but there has been nothing done to enforce, encourage, motivate, you name it, people to put their shopping cart back in the cart corral or return it to the store. So what I am suggesting, what I am wanting to implement here today is that if you fail to return your shopping cart, it will result in a $300 fine and mandatory 40 hours of community service working as a cart returner for that store.
The case is heard. It's death penalty for enacting this.
Well, that was a quick case.
Okay, Josh, go ahead and make your case. I'm
My case is
here.
that
I would like to call in Corpus Christi as she's biased. She's biased already. The case has already been decided.
Isn't Corpus Christi like a city in Texas?
I thought that was like, am I thinking like habeas corpus or something?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Habeas corpus is, you have to show the body. So,
Okay, Your Honor, I'd like to see the body.
Not what I meant. Not what I meant.
I mean, it's not literally
Okay.
bring the body in, but if there's a claim like from a criminal defendant, then you have a habeas corpus claim. Anyway,
Okay.
it works. It's a Latin phrase that you can use in court.
Yeah, show me the bodies that these cards created.
Okay.
No, go
so,
ahead.
okay. So obviously, these cart returner, these stores have employees, oftentimes young kids who are in their first job and they're just trying to earn a little bit of extra money outside of school. And they're out there in the rain, they're out there in the heat, they're out there doing their thing regardless of the weather. They all stick together and they're out there and they're returning these carts, but their job is that much harder when all the carts are not in the cart corral for them where they're supposed to be. They're having to walk all around to Timbuktu to get all these shopping carts, and I just think it poses a danger to them because the longer you walk around a parking lot, the more likely you are to get hit. The longer you're outside in the sun, the more likely you are to get heat stroke. The longer you're out in the rain, the more likely you are to contract pneumonia. I think we need to do the right thing and protect these minors, might I add, oftentimes, from the elements. And one easy way to do that would be to enforce shopping cart return policies that, let's just call it like it is, make good common sense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Patrick.
Well, I would like to state that this Herculean task that has been presented to me, I will.
Did you just Google words before we sat down? Sorry, go ahead.
Your Honor, I think that the prosecuting half the nation is, I think what you're missing here is the true damages that are being done to public safety. As I think this is wildly over exaggerated, in that these carts, wherever mayhaps they be placed, as long as they are on the company's property, the bounds of the actual property, which does include the parking lot, I think it's an unreasonable punishment for the crime that is being committed. I don't believe that we should treat cart abandoners as wanted criminals. And not only that, I think by issuing the fines to these individuals, I think that you are attempting to weed out the shoppers in some sort of grandstand to promote potentially your own grocery store in the vicinity. So I think this reeks of malice as well, similar to the previous case. I think that Josh is malignant. No, wait, that's not the word.
Cancerous.
I think there's some malice here from the prosecution, and I would move to adjourn this this decision, and that's my case.
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
I'm not gonna beat around and pretend that this is not personal to me. However, you mentioned something about this affects half the nation. Are you telling me half the nation can't be wrong about something? Let me introduce you to something I call 1940s Germany. Okay, and I'll just leave it at that because I think you know where I'm going. You also mentioned that I'm overblowing the facts here, or the fine. I'm willing to settle on a $350 fine. Or
did it go? Wait, wasn't it 300 in the beginning?
Let's not worry about the details. How about instead of a fine plus community service, it's a fine or community service?
Okay.
Is the community service specific to picking up the carts?
Yes, I think they need to help these kids. If they get caught not returning their cart, I think they need to do 40 hours of cart returning for that establishment. And the cart returning kids can kind of kick back in the AC or the heat, depending on the time of year.
I would like to reach an agreement with you in that I would like to request that we remove the option of fining the individuals who commit this crime and opt for community service.
Okay. I'm willing to settle on a $400 fine. and 25 hours of community service.
Believe it or not, I had a real settlement negotiation that went like this. Not about a case like this, but they started by offering a certain amount, and then we countered. And obviously, the idea is you get closer and closer to where you both want. Instead of them going up in their counter to us, they went down to 0.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we reached an agreement, Your Honor. Your Honor, I have no other points.
Okay, $500 and 40 hours of community service. Swing your hammer, Judge.
This agreement is actually rejected by the
Whoa.
court, and instead I'm imposing my own punishment. You are sentenced to death.
Deal.
Well,
Okay,
all
Patrick,
right.
I need to ask you something, and this is I'm being serious.
Yeah.
As your friend, I need to know.
Yeah.
Do you really not care?
No,
about the cost?
I'm with you that it should be the
Okay,
death penalty.
okay.
I agree. I'm in 100%.
I was like, I really
agreement.
respect this guy, but
It's-
if he's a cart lever,
Oh no,
that's gonna be
I just
a real
was
problem
trying
for
to do
me.
my public
Okay.
defender duty
I
because
respect
the whole time, like that case got dropped on my desk, and I went, "Wow, this sucks. I should execute you myself if I didn't have to do this. If this wasn't my job." No, I agree. It sucks, especially when they're in parking spaces.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah. Like you go to
Because-
pull in and there's a cart there.
Yeah, because I've had my car hit by one during a storm. I pulled into Walmart when a storm was blowing in, and it literally blew the cart into the side of my car. Now, it wasn't like dented or anything, but there was a scratch. And I was like, this sucks. Like, because it could be avoided. That's the thing, is you talk about like easily avoidable, like this could have been avoided.
Yeah.
I do have a little bit of sympathy for groups of people. You know, if you have any sort of like disability that makes it just more burdensome for you, I feel bad about that. Pregnant moms, we're out here dying in the heat of the summer, or parents, especially with young kids. Like, I'm fighting for my life to get my kids into their car seats, but there's so many ways around that. Like, I always, and it might be a further walk to the store, but I'm parking next to the cart corral because I know I've got these wild animals, i.e. my children, that I have to get into the car. So, you know, I don't want to have to go far between putting the cart back and being able to put my kids in the car, but
Amen.
it is a real problem.
Yeah. So there's a special case scenario that we could add.
Yeah,
Outside of court.
But
since
there's
we settled.
also, as she
Oh wait,
said,
no, we are killing all of them. Never
Yeah.
mind. I forgot.
Yeah.
They're all dead.
well, but she also said there are solutions too. Like, if you know this about yourself, just park next to the cart corral.
Rehabilitation.
Yeah.
You should just check yourself in.
People
if you
can
know that
people
that's a-
can do better. I believe that.
Yeah.
And I think as a society, we need to pull ourselves up and not down.
Yeah.
And I think people who abandon their carts are the lowest of the low in society.
I don't know that I would take it that far.
Along with the murderers and all the other people.
If you're listening to this and you abandon your cart, do not comment that you do that. But
Yeah,
please
stop watching.
Please reconsider your choices. Honestly, it's got to stop. Well, Patrick, in the next little spot here,
Yeah.
you had some rapid fire stuff you wanted to get
Yes.
to, and you put in all caps, Patrick is handling this.
Got it. Yeah.
So do
And
you have?
It's handled. Yes.
Okay.
We have plenty of options.
Okay.
So the way that this
Go ahead and
next
explain.
bit is going to work is we've settled our court cases. So now we're going to do rapid fire judgments. So I have picked some random one sentence minor inconveniences, and we're each going to draw one from a hat, and one at a time we're going to read it, and we're all going to rapid fire. We're going to the first judgment you think should be delivered to this person. You know, whether it's $500 fine, death, you know, whatever. There's a hat behind you.
Oh,
and
it's
the
the
hat,
hat.
And the hat, yes. I figured the freedom hat would be appropriate. So, Judge, if you will pull one of those out of the hat, and then you can pass the hat to me, and I will take it from there. So we're each going to take one. And I have not read any of these, by the way.
Okay.
Where did they come from?
So they came from the internet.
Okay.
All right.
Judge, I feel like the guest of honor should go first.
Yeah. Go.
So I
was
just
thinking the
read
same
it
thing.
You
and
just
then we
read it,
all-
and then whatever gut feeling you feel you would
Like
impose
what
on
your
this person, what the
sentence-
sentence would be for
Okay.
this.
But we're all saying the sentence for everybody's, or are we just saying?
We'll
it
go
for-
around. We'll go in a circle. We'll go in a circle.
Okay. Changed the Netflix password mid-season of a shared show. Your Netflix passwords are taken away indefinitely.
Revoked.
Completely
So
revoked.
lifetime ban
Yep.
from Netflix.
Lifetime ban. Okay. Put an empty milk carton back in the fridge.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, no. I mean, we were all deciding on
Oh.
that one.
Okay. Then, sorry, I thought we were going around.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Okay, my bad. I misread it. Okay, so they changed the Netflix password mid-season of a shared show. I'm not going to say lifetime ban, but I am going to say what's the word I'm looking for? Like, basically, I get to go ahead and finish the show without you, and then I'm going to tell you what happens.
So they forfeit the right.
They forfeit the right to watch, and I get free spoilers for the remainder of the series.
Okay. I would say no matter what the relationship is, 90 days counseling. You have to take a course on how to be a better person,
like relationship counseling.
Yeah, just how to treat people better.
Or just they go to counseling.
They go. The offender goes to counseling. Yeah. So
okay.
Now you go.
Okay. I wonder what this says. Put an empty milk carton back in the fridge like a psychopath. I gotta go with. They are buying groceries for the next month.
Okay. I was going to say financial restitution, but they have to buy triple the amount that they drank.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of milk. It's all going to go bad.
I don't make the laws.
It's a principle.
Buddy. She makes the laws.
It's just on principle.
$100 fine.
$100 fine. All right. That's fair. It's upside down. Cut the cake and gave themselves the piece with the most frosting. Okay, I feel like there's two potential sentences here. If you are the birthday boy or girl, I think it should be a $500 fine. And I think if it is not your party and you cut the cake and took the most icing, year in prison.
A year in prison.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're saying if they're the birthday boy or girl,
$500 fine.
And they took the piece with the most frosting,
$500 fine.
It's their party.
$500 fine. Still rude. Whether it's your party.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a tough time with this because I don't care about the frosting. So I think if it's the birthday boy or girl, free pass.
Let them go.
If it's somebody else, public shaming.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, I think the birthday boy or girl should get a free pass.
Okay.
I think if they want the whole cake, that's their prerogative.
Okay.
Now, if it's not the birthday boy or girl, and someone cuts the cake, whether they were asked to or not, and they took the piece with the most frosting, they took the best piece, I do think that's rude. I do think that they're probably going to be put on a party blacklist for a year.
Oh, can't attend any parties for 1 year.
Yeah, so
it's a good punishment.
Yeah, I think a 1 year blacklist, and then that'll give them enough time to think about what they did, reconsider their approach to social interaction, and then return and hopefully do better.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, I've got 20 of these, so do you want to do another one? We can do another round, or we can move on.
Let me see. Well, we are getting close on time. So what I thought for our honored guest is while we have an actual expert in the room, let's get some questions answered.
Yes.
That maybe everybody's thinking, So if you don't mind, we just have some questions that a lawyer would know the answer to.
I do want to disclose they are not my client.
And let's just see, some like fact or fiction type stuff.
Like, is this real?
These are totally real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like
100%.
Let me just ask this. Have you ever seen a TV show or a movie that featured lawyers or courtroom stuff that you thought actually did a good job? I'm talking Suits. I'm talking Better Call Saul. I'm talking, you name it. What's that one where he's like, you can't handle the truth? What's that one? You know what I'm talking about? Jack Nicholson.
Wasn't that a movie?
It was a movie, but I said that.
I don't know.
Anyway, go on if you have an idea.
So I like the idea behind Suits, but it wouldn't happen where somebody could not take the bar and actually be an attorney. They have all the workarounds, and I don't want to give away the whole show, but it's like right from the get-go, he didn't end up taking the bar himself or didn't go to school or something. But what happens in the show outside of that isn't too far from the truth, I would say. My Cousin Vinny, that's a really good legal movie, and there's a lot that happens there that's legitimate. So I think there are aspects of court proceedings that are generally true in terms of, calling the witnesses, both sides getting to ask questions. You have that kind of stuff is all pretty true. A lot of times it's the procedures that I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that. Like, especially stuff with law enforcement, things like that. I'm like, wouldn't be able to do that in real life. But there's a handful of shows I think that are close enough.
That do a good job. Okay. Is it true that after a lawyer makes their case, they look at the other opposing attorney and say, "You just got lawyered"?
Yeah, true.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah. Patrick, can I read yours just since I have them in front of me?
Yeah, you've got them in front of me.
So we put these together. Patrick says, if I confess a crime in a dream, do I have to tell the police or just a therapist?
Just a therapist.
Okay. Is it true that, and this is a law enforcement question, so you may not know, do cops really have to tell you if they're a cop?
No. So sometimes they'll send in, so if you're in jail, please do not talk to anybody, because they will sometimes send in an undercover cop to act as another defendant.
Oh, that's terrible.
And they'll be, and they jailhouse talk all the time. And so
I've heard
the
I've heard
undercover officer
will
will make up, all these like fun things. They have a whole backstory.
They like,
he's also disgruntled and thinks he shouldn't have been, whatever it is.
Like 21 Jump Street at their own jail.
Yeah,
I am so glad she mentioned that, because I watched a YouTube video last week of like a court case where this guy did some murder, and the video hard cuts to the narrator, and the narrator goes, he openly confessed in jail to an undercover cop. He got lifetime without parole.
Yeah, imagine it's like you talk to somebody that you think is like, sling from the streets, and then that very same officer gets up and takes the stand at your next hearing. Right?
And he's wearing a uniform, and you're like, you got me.
Dang it.
Okay. How much did just the innate human desire to swing the judge's law hammer thing affect your decision to apply to law school?
2%.
2%. So you don't care about the law hammer.
So it's not zero.
So it's not zero.
Yeah. What about the funny hat you got at graduation?
Patrick, we do have to tell you, we don't get the hat. Yeah, I know.
What?
I know. We've been running this for about 3 weeks, telling Patrick you have to get the wig.
The wig,
when you graduate. Unfortunately, we don't.
There's no wig.
Law school would be 100% cooler if that was the case.
I'm so glad I didn't submit my application. I was this close.
If we made you sign a waiver before you walked in here, just in case anything happened on the show and something happened, could you still sue us?
Yeah, I mean, it would kind of depend. So normally when you sign a waiver, this is why their waivers are such a joke, you can't waive any and all claims, but you can waive claims that are generally reasonable. So like if you go to a skate park and you sign a waiver, you can't sign away a waiver that says that they're dismissed from all liability from every single action that could possibly happen. So if you have, like at the skate park, if an employee shoots somebody, that's not the type of stuff that they would expect at a skate park. So you're not signing away that, even though it would say any and all claims. But you could sign away waivers for things that are typical to happen at a skate park. Kids run into each other, you break a bone, right? Like types of injuries that you would expect. Normally the courts will accept those waivers, but you can't just waive any and all and then go assault somebody. So it wouldn't work like that.
But
so we have to be very specific in our contracts moving forward.
Yeah, so that actually plays into my next question, which is if I challenged someone to a Wild West style duel, where we take 10 paces from each other, turn around and draw, and they accepted the challenge,
Nope.
and I won, could I still get arrested?
Yes. Well, they wouldn't.
What if they signed a waiver?
No, we will. It's a great question. We will not enforce contracts that go against public policy. So that's why prostitution, when it's not like sexual assault,
it's not that kind of duel, Your Honor.
True prostitution, it's still illegal, even though you could sign up and have a legitimate contract for that.
Okay.
It's because the court's not going to recognize an agreement that goes against our social policies.
So shooting each other in any context is wrong.
Probably it's going to be wrong.
Okay. All right.
What if
Good
we're
to know.
testing body armor and there was an accident?
There's guys that have done that.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I'll send you the video.
Well, that's all I had. Any other questions for a lawyer that you thought of?
No, I was trying to think. And we can edit this out if we can't say anything. I was going to ask, do you have a moment as a lawyer that you can remember that just is like the strangest thing that you can remember? And if you can't talk about it, that's fine. We'll cut it.
Well, what do you mean strange? Like what
just
kind of story
something that just sticks out in your mind that you're like, that was crazy.
Well, that settlement hearing was
Oh, okay.
kind of
So
wild. That was
okay.
kind of crazy. probably the other part that we still don't know how it happened is we had a meeting with our witness before they were going to be deposed, and you can't tell your witness what they can say. It doesn't work like that. But you normally you need to hear before your witness, is going to say anything, kind of what they're might testify to. So if you know that there are documents that the other side's going to show them, you normally show it and ask the same questions that the defense asks. You don't get to tell them what they can and can't say. You just want to know ahead of time so that you know maybe how to recover for that. And we showed the witness the document. The witness acted like they had never seen it before. Said, nope, I didn't do anything with that. I don't know. Couldn't answer any of our questions about it.
Wow.
Had never seen the document. I didn't deal with this document, is what the witness said. So we're living our best life, knowing that the defense is going to have this gotcha moment with our witness, but our witness isn't going to be able to answer. So we're sitting there. It's the day of the deposition, and all of a sudden, that exhibit comes up. We're kind of sitting back, feeling pretty good about it. And lo and behold, witness starts chit-chatting with the attorney about the witness.
Oh, no.
And gets into, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 questions about that.
The thing they said
that exact thing that
knew
they
nothing
said they
about.
did absolutely nothing to deal with. So,
oh man,
don't be a lawyer.
Now, I meant to ask another question back in the previous segment when we did the cases. Did me that you know of in our cases that we just did me or Josh commit any infraction or crime that would have us removed from the courtroom other than laughing? I'm sure that would not
and
go
interrupting
well.
probably. My bad.
So you wouldn't be, in your case, you wouldn't be able to be the attorney and a witness.
The victim.
So, unless they didn't need to call you for the case, but you can't be both an attorney and a witness.
So I couldn't call myself to this. Okay.
And even if it was something where you weren't, the victim, but you were a witness, so say I punched Josh, and then we had to get you to take the stand, you couldn't represent Josh because we would need to call you as a witness. Yeah, even though, you weren't the one responsible.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I wouldn't punch Josh. I do want that on the record.
Obviously. Not on our anniversary.
All right. Well, did you want to?
Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for being our first guest. This was
that was awesome. That was so much fun.
And thank you for bringing your hammer, Judge.
It's a gavel, but yes, of course.
Judge, do you have any final thoughts or comments before we
closing statement.
wrap it out?
We should have really talked about a potential punishment for somebody not watching or listening to the Good Dumb Fun Show.
That's not a bad idea.
So if you want to kind of close it out, we can sentence those people to death.
They get the option. It's death or life in the Good Dumb Fun Center.
Good Dumb Fun Land. You heard it here first, folks.
Just like an indoctrination center.
Not listening to the Good Dumb Fun Show is illegal. Yeah, it has been signed into law.
And gavelled.
It was gavelled. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. This was fun. Good idea, Patrick. Thank you again, Courtney, Judge, Your Honor, ma'am. Well, I guess we'll sign off there.
Well, here, let's do the normal outro, but let's have our guests sign us off.
Yeah, okay. You want to do the final line?
So we'll say our names.
We'll lead
You'll
you
say
into
your
it.
name last.
Yeah.
And then this has been the Good Dumb Fun Show. So.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So you can follow us on socials at Good Dumb Fun. Email us at gooddumbfunshow@gmail.com. Hit us up on SpeakPipe. We would love to hear from you. All those links are in our description below, and whatever you're watching or listening to this on, be sure to like and subscribe, or don't if you don't want to. Be sure to tell your good dumb friends about us. I've been Josh.
I've been Patrick.
And I've been Courtney. And this is the Good Dumb Fun Show.
Whee! And this is the part where the attorneys duke it out in the back.
Yeah. Oh, we need Here, sit down for a second. We need to do our thumbnail.